Hey guys, just want to do a quick update. This is John with Shipman Farms. We just got our tilapia from the hatchery. We got 4 to 6 inch, 20 pounds worth, and the guys said they would be breeding, and within a couple weeks we'd start seeing some fingerlings. So we'll keep you updated. It's really hard to see right now. It's kind of stirred up, a little bit murky, so hopefully next time. But I'm going to go ahead and do a water test. And I know if you're new to it, the API Freshwater Master Test Kit might be a little confusing, but this is the test kit that you get. It'll be in a little box about that size. You can get it off Amazon. I can put a link below. But you're going to want to test for your nitrites, your nitrates. Especially if you're setting up a new system, you're going to be waiting on those nitrites so that you'll see those nitrates start forming once the bacteria begins. I usually don't do the pH test with this. I have just a little pH tester, and that's pretty simple. You can turn it on, put it in the water. A lot of times you kind of have to shake it, or I'll use the water flow to go ahead and do that for me. It takes just a minute. It'll tick down slowly and then it'll stop. But when you buy this pH tester, you got to make sure you use the solution to set it up initially. If you do that, you can test some filtered water, and it should be low 7s. As you can see, this is right at 6.8, which is what we want. So this system's kind of balanced out. I really have not had to add much as far as the way of a base to keep it from dropping too low. Maybe once I've added a little something. Our water is extremely hard here, and it's extremely basic, and even the rainwater seems to bring the pH up. Not sure why, but that's just the way it's been. So anyway, just go over this. This is pretty simple. If you look at the bottles, they're going to tell you they may have 2 bottles, so you may have to add 10 drops from this and then 10 drops from bottle 2. You shake that up, and then you let it sit for 5 minutes, and you compare it to the color chart. And usually everything is pretty accurate. I don't like the pH color chart because it's usually not one of those colors, or it's very hard to tell which one it is. So I do recommend this. Is like $20, and I can put a link below to get one of those. It's pretty easy. Anyways, you want to test that quite frequently when you're starting the system. I haven't tested mine in several weeks, so we just kind of got started back up since we got our roof replaced. So I'm going to go ahead and test that, and probably should have done that before adding the new fish, but we've not had any fish die off. Our plants have been growing like crazy and looking healthy, so I'm pretty sure everything's going to be in line. So anyway, I'll come back in a second and we can look at the final results. Alright guys, we got all that test done. This right here is going to be your nitrite. If you look at your chart, sorry about that, you can see it's very, very blue and very, very apparent that it's 0 ppm, parts per million. Let's check this is going to be our nitrate. We're going to want to see, this is an established system, so you can kind of see from the coloring. This is, see if I can get it to focus a little bit better. Alright. This is right around 0 to 5. I would say it's probably 2.5 parts per million from the coloring. And I actually like that a little bit better than 0. That lets me know that there's more than enough nutrients. It's not too much, but the plants, you know, there's more than enough. So that means I need to get more plants in here. And this right here is the ammonia level. And I don't know if you can get a little more light on it, but it's at 0 parts per million. It's kind of hard to see with, there you go. So you can see the 0 and 0.25. Sometimes mine gets up just a little bit. You can see it might be 0.25. It's between 0 and 0.25 parts per million. So that's an acceptable level. I like more when that's at 0, but we'll get more plants in here and that'll help that out. And anyway, it's pretty intimidating when you're first starting and you see all these bottles and you hear all this, but that's as simple as it is. You're trying to keep your nitrates, you know, when you're first starting the system, you'll see them up to 40, 50 parts per million. And you really, once you get your plants established and the roots, and it'll really drop down. Your nitrates will shoot up initially. You may see that up to 2, and then you'll see the nitrates form. So anyway, hopefully this helped you guys out. And again, you want to keep your pH, I like to keep it right at 6.8 or close to it. So 6.8 to 7.2 is pretty good. The fish like it, the plants like it, makes everything happy. So anyway, good luck to you guys, and I'll catch up with you guys on another video.